Richardson, and I am the music and drama specialist for the upper grades at Lake Country School. I work with 4th through 8th grade, and then I also do a choir with 1st graders and a choir with 2nd through 6th graders. I have worked at Lake Country School for 18 years.
My name's Dave Zdenek, and I've been at Lake Country for, this is my 8th year. This is Russ Heitman.
This will be my 4th year here, yeah.
And we co-teach field studies, which is math and science.
I do the science.
I do the math.
I go to a national Orff-Schuler conference, which is the music pedagogy that we use here at Lake Country School. And it's a conference that usually hosts over 2,000, sometimes as many as 3,000 music educators from around the country, sometimes from around the world. And we spend 4 days together taking workshops, and they're really active workshops. We don't sit and take notes. We are dancing, we're singing, we're playing instruments, and I always come back completely refreshed with stacks of new materials to use with my students. A couple of weekends ago, I attended a workshop led by Dr. Renee Boyer. She works with inner city populations, and her workshop was about how to reach a really wide range of students in the music classroom. And one of the activities she presented involved playing recorder to pre-recorded jazz tracks, which are the tracks that jazz musicians use when they're learning to improvise. And she suggested just creating 1- and 2-note patterns on recorder to help kids with specific fingerings, but playing them to this jazz track. And I went right back and did that on Monday with my class, just as a warm-up in the beginning to work on some fingerings for a piece we were going to use.
2 years ago, Lake Country invited Katie Ebis to come give us some training, and she runs a program called Montessori STEM over at St. Kate's. And this was fantastic because her approach was to give more specific, deliberate avenues for science exploration in the elementary, which it translates really well to the junior high as well. And I remember one specific lesson that we used right away was with a spark timer. And so we went out and got ourselves our own spark timer. The Google Apps for Education training last spring, and we have a former colleague who works there who helped facilitate. And that one was really hands-on. That was choose your own adventure. Which area do you want to? I learned things about YouTube that I never knew existed that are helping to implement sort of a flipped classroom. Here's this video, check it out tonight, answer these questions, come back tomorrow. And we got this new Google Classroom that we're working with. And so there's a lot of ins and outs, there's a lot of questions that can be answered, but then there's like immediate gratification after going to these events where we've got something that has the potential to really help out and improve our learning environment.
Every time I go to a professional development experience, I come back with something that freshens my perspective, that enriches my classroom, that allows me to keep modeling that sense of growth and learning for my students. And explaining to them what I'm excited about really draws them in to what we're doing. So I'm really grateful for those opportunities to be able to continue to learn and grow.
In general, I am so grateful for the opportunities Lake Country provides for professional development, because I have colleagues who work at other schools who are not given these opportunities, and I feel like a professional.
So everything I've wanted to go to and attend, I've been afforded that opportunity, and I would love for that to continue.